And you know, don't you, how a single small decision can ripple forward into a lifetime of consequences, like a stone thrown in a still pond. You never really know how far the ripples will travel. And right now, you're holding the stone. Because here's the thing, your brain compresses reality into little story files. And if you keep replaying the same compressed file, you get the same old results. But when you zoom in and zoom out, when you chunk up and chunk down, you shake the snow globe, you glitch the map. You destabilize the old neural wiring so something new can emerge. Now imagine for a moment, you don't do this. You don't learn to zoom out and see the wider pattern. You don't learn to zoom in and break the trance of detail. What happens? You get stuck. Your life keeps circling in the same old loops, like a song skipping on a scratched record. You wake up 10 years from now, same fears, same excuses, same patterns, wondering, why the fuck didn't I shift when I had the chance? But then again, imagine you do this. You practice it until it becomes automatic. You walk into a room and reframe people's reality with a single question. You loosen the knots in their thinking so new possibilities appear. You become the person who can shift a whole future by tilting the lens just a little. And here's the kicker. It doesn't just change them, it changes you. Because every time you chunk up, you remember the bigger picture, your life, your legacy, the chain reaction you set in motion. Every time you chunk down, you remind yourself it all comes back to this breath, this choice, this word. The ramifications, you become a magnet of influence. Not because you manipulate, but because you liberate. You become the architect of your own identity, updating it in real time, like a software upgrading itself mid-use. You stop reacting and start orchestrating. And what does science say? That moment of confusion, that delicious mental glitch, it creates a critical period in the brain. Synapses unfreeze, neural networks reorganize. That's the biology of transformation. And you can use it right now without even trying, because your unconscious is already learning as you hear these words. So notice what happens as you imagine your future now. The path where you don't change. Same cage, same weight, same regret. The path where you do. Wider horizons, deeper relationships, unexpected breakthroughs. Freedom that feels so natural. You forget you ever struggled. And the choice between those futures is being coded into you now. Like a key turning in a lock. Silently, effortlessly. And as you let your unconscious rehearse this skill, zooming in, zooming out, reframing, pacing, leading, linking values, you don't even have to force it, because from now on, every story you tell, every thought you think, every conversation you enter will carry this rhythm inside you, naturally, easily, automatically. So here's the truth. When you chunk up to the big picture, you don't just see more, you become more. And every time you let the map glitch, you create a portal for change. That's the benefit. That's the consequence. That's the karmic ripple. And the only real question your unconscious needs to decide is, do you want to live the rerun or write the sequel?